Right. There we go. And then I see that we have Mike Beto here. Mike, you with us?
Yep.
All right. And you've been in front of me before, right? For a similar application?
Yep. I think I've had two of them actually.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Welcome back. You're with GDP?
GPD,
Or
yeah.
GPD. All right. All right. And Wes, how you doing?
Good.
All right. Good. Let's jump right
Think about it for a second.
Yeah. Hey, that's not always the easiest answer, or the easiest question. I get it. Especially when you're inside on a day like today.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and get started, guys. This is the April 12th, 2023 session of the Zoning Hearing Examiner docket. My name is David Sturkey. The case for us today is case number ZH20230034. The purpose of this hearing is to allow applicants and opposing parties to testify and to offer and refute evidence and testimony. This hearing will follow the rules found in the zoning code and supplemental rules of the Zoning Hearing Examiner. All testimony and evidence that an applicant or any opposing party wishes to offer must be presented at this hearing. The hearing will proceed as follows. The applicant, the applicant's attorney, or the applicant's agent will first present the applicant's case. If there were anyone here from the public, they'd have an opportunity to speak after the applicant had presented its case. I'll allow Wes Menzel an opportunity to provide any testimony in addition to a staff report. I'll then allow Mr. Beto to respond to any testimony from Mr. Menzel and make any closing statements. After all presentations have been made, I will close the hearing. Decisions may be expected within 2 weeks. I may limit or exclude any testimony that I deem irrelevant or outside the scope of the application being considered. I may interrupt any speaker to ask questions or to make comments. In the event of any technical difficulties, I'll do my best to troubleshoot those on the fly, but to the extent there's some defect that prevents us from meaningfully going forward with this hearing, I may continue or postpone the hearing at my discretion. Okay, I need to swear in all of our witnesses. So if you guys could make sure you're off mute, I need you to raise your right hand and answer out loud. Do you solemnly swear the testimony you shall give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
I do.
All right, great. Mr. Beto, are you ready to proceed?
I am.
Floor is yours.
Okay. So I'm here representing AT&T Mobility for a proposed cell tower co-location. The existing tower is located at 3810 Glenway Avenue, Cincinnati, Ohio, 45238. As I just mentioned, it is an existing tower. It's approximately 150 feet. There is a carrier currently at the 150-foot elevation. AT&T is proposing to come in at 140 feet, so just below the other carrier. It's a monopole type tower. There will be equipment on the ground supporting the antennas. There will be a walk-in cabinet where most of AT&T's equipment is actually housed, and there will be a backup generator on the site as well. Everything's going to be contained within the fenced compound. There's a wood fence there currently. We don't plan on modifying that at all. So the compound will just be left as is. Commercial power is available within the compound, so we're pulling power from there. Fiber does need to be brought in to the site. The current plan is to have that directionally bored from the public right-of-way underneath the existing drive. We're kind of behind a building there, so a lot of this isn't really going to be all that visible anyway, and it is kind of a set down off the road a little bit, probably 10 feet or so, I'd guess. So most of this isn't going to be visible from the public right of way anyway. And there's trees to the northwest. I believe there are trees to the northeast. Yeah, there are. So not really many opportunities for any of this to be visible other than the antennas on the tower. And then again, the tower is existing, so it's not really unexpected anyway. Beyond that, I don't have a whole lot to add. The site was chosen. AT&T had a need here for cell coverage. They identified kind of a very small area to look for potential, raw lands or co-locations. We found this existing tower, so that was the our preference, and we assume the city's preference to limit additional cell tower infrastructure. So that is what we are planning on doing here.
Okay, great. I don't think I have any initial questions. I'll hear from Wes. Wes.
Good afternoon. I don't really have any other comments other than the staff report, so I'll just leave it at that.
Okay, sure. Let's see. Yeah, Mr. Beto, I've had a chance to review the application and the staff report, and I don't really have any questions. Let's see, this was originally built in 2020 and previously approved. Is that right? The cell tower. Are you aware?
I would assume so since it's built, but I can't speak to that. I don't know. It was
Sure.
I think TowerCo or someone else owns the site.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to say in closing or otherwise before we adjourn?
No, I don't believe so. The tower owner's vertical bridge. I just
Got it.
see that. So that's the only thing I have to add. So, any prior approvals would be, they would have knowledge of that. But again, it's built, so I would assume that they had approval.
Yep. Okay. Cool. I think we'll leave it at that. Like I said, I've had a chance to review all the materials. Based on the testimony I've heard here today, I will approve the project. I need to formalize that approval in a written decision, as I know you're aware.
Mhm.
I will have that out to you within 2 weeks. I'll try and get it to you as soon as possible. I have a little bit of a queue right now, but I'll have it to you within the next 2 weeks.
Okay.
It'll come via email and a PDF. As soon as I finish it, I put it in a PDF and email it to everybody in the hearing. So you'll have a copy of that, and then you'll be able to move forward.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right. If you have any other questions in the meantime, just feel free to reach out.
Will do.
All right. Have a good day, everyone.
Wait, Dave, can I say something real quick? Just
Sure.
the application was a preliminary application, so you would need to submit a building permit. And then once, reference this zoning case number on the permit, just so
Mhm.
it's easy for me to connect the dots. So,
Yep.
thank
Okay.
you.
Great. Have a good day, everyone.
All right. Thank you.
We're
Much
adjourned.
appreciated.